Classic book opening.
Oh, this is the stepmother one.
Click here to see how to make this guy, only if you're 21.
Or over. You can be over.
Did she just put bigger shoes on over her little shoes?
She needs to put on her chicken feeding shoes.
Her clogs?
Her clogs.
Just put shoes over shoes. Did you see that foreshadowing right there? She just has like buttery feet.
They're also so small. Later, you see people holding the slipper, and it's like this.
It's because she has a tiny dick.
Dude, how many fucking holes do they have in this house? These mice are like Viet Cong with their tunnel system.
He just shoved all those beads up his butt. It's kind of sexy. Oh yeah, those are definitely anal beads.
This is so dangerous.
Yeah, this makes me anxious.
She puts on the dress at the end. There's just a dead mouse stabbed.
Come present your pussy to the prince.
I like how the prince has nothing to him. They didn't even develop a character. They didn't even take a second to think like, what kind of guy is he? Turns out he's illiterate. He's a racist.
He's super inbred.
Where did you learn to dance? From rats. La, 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 la. To the bland Prince Charming.
To the bland Prince Charming.
Now back to my shitty life.
Look at her buttery feet.
Ooh. She needs a lesson from Genovia. Smile and wave.
Yeah, she's got some like weird flapjack hands.
I learned the way to a man's heart is through her feet.
Oh, how dreary this is already. This is like when children worked in factories.
That's still the case in some places.
I can't help but think though, every object that they hold, what is that like in human size? Like a gun this big.
What if you got shot by that gun? Would you say that you've been shot?
Like for the street cred, yeah.
So, that lizard right there is from Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
He's Bill the Lizard.
The lizard.
But he's the only non-mouse here.
He spun, took his cape off, and then put it back on mid-spin. We're dealing with a gymnast villain. Do you guys think that ISIS, like, has musicals on their own?
Like, you know Saddam did.
What kind of toys are these? We were definitely children in a good era. Can you imagine having to play with just this crap? Just stuff that you wind up and then it does like weird things.
Yeah, Gak was way better. Why is Watson cosplaying as Smee?
How tiny is that octopus?
Those mice aren't even moving in the background.
Oh, that's horrifying. Do you guys have a specific glasses? Has anyone ever asked that?
You're the guest is always
Yeah,
down.
the guest-
Because we're Mickey and Minnie.
I'm always goofy, because as they said, you know.
Hey, it's finally fucking over! I learned just how bad movies could get in the 80s.
I learned that with great power comes great responsibility. I thought it said turd.
No, it's not Planet Turd.
This kind of looks like Star Wars.
Stitch might have just murdered someone and we're supposed to think he's cute.
But
This?
did you hear his voice? It's like an annoying baby.
Everyone had that kid in middle school who would do Stitch's voice all the time, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh god,
Dave
it was Dave.
that kid.
It was Dave.
So this guy's the social worker.
He's the social worker.
Man, he makes social workers look cool. This place is a hazard for children. There's like so many plugs in the socket back there. There's just an open scissors on the floor.
How'd they even produce that much trash?
This guy's just one of them in drag.
He doesn't even need to be, he just wants to be.
It's so funny that no one's going to her and going, "Are you okay, ma'am?" This
Yeah.
dog had your entire head in its mouth.
Also, you have one eye and your husband has 4.
Yeah, people are fucking awful at seeing through disguises in Hawaii.
Lilo doesn't know how to talk yet, does he?
Stitch?
What the fuck
You
are
mean
you
Stitch?
talking
Yes.
about?
Why don't these two just
They're
fuck
pineapple.
already? There's all this
I'm
will
sorry,
they
what?
There's all this will they won't
Her and
they.
the social worker.
Yeah.
You don't think that violates any sort of...
That little girl in the social worker?
No,
I think
David.
Lilo, his nipples are like very off.
Whoa, his nipple!
I learned that no matter what species you are, if you visit Hawaii, you're going to be comfortable with who you are. You'll be able to dress up like a woman if you want to. You'll be able to dress up like a woman if you want to. And stay dressed up like a woman for an entire movie if you want to.
I wonder how close they live to like where the Care Bears live.
It's like 2 rainbows down. Herc's hands are huge.
His calves are crazy, too.
His dick is wild. She is very good looking.
Meg and Esmeralda, I'd say, are the hottest Disney princesses.
Oh yeah.
Are you more into them than the sexy goldfish?
Oh. What's his name again? The flame guy?
Hades?
Yeah, Hades.
The god of the underworld?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hades.
Do you think Hades' carpet matches the drapes?
See a fire crotch.
How many horns do you see?
6.
Yeah, close enough.
Oh, same concussion policy as the NFL.
It's Scar!
He's wearing Scar. That's so dark.
He just wiped his face with a principal Disney character.
Do you remember String Candy? String Thing Candy?
What?
No. My heart was like beating a million times. You just tore it in half. Even as an old man, Hercules looks good, like a Robert Redford.
A star is born. Hercules. 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 Hercules.
I learned that being a god is the equivalent to having a spray tan.